What's up, guys? It's your boy, Dominique Robinson, Fallen Angel, Greg Blackson, here with all three G's. All three G's are here, bringing you for Fight Live TV another Trill Talk segment, breaking down. It ain't even on the UFC's website. What is it, Kalani?
UFC Fight Night 81, Dillashaw versus Cruz.
That's what it is. UFC, you need to hire us. We need to get the mobile going.
Yeah,
we need to get the mobile going. Hire us.
They need to step up on that.
You know, so... Oh, excuse me, folks. Carlos B-Dog is here, chilling.
Not dead.
Making an appearance right here. Carlos B-Dog. So we're going to get to this card. Start off with the Irish Dragon, Paul Felder, versus the Detroit superstar, Darren Cruikshank. Okay, I've never been to Detroit, but is he really a superstar there?
Dude, I'll tell you what, there ain't no superstar, but there's a whole lot of crackheads, pimps, and a whole bunch of broke motherfuckers.
I know. I never wanted to go to the D specifically for those reasons. So if there's a superstar or something,
you don't know him, but there's another superstar there by the name of Megatron, aka Calvin Johnson.
Why are we talking about the Transformers, man?
We're talking about the damn Decepticons.
So that's where the Decepticons are from then.
Basically, right?
Right.
Detroit.
That
would explain why they're evil. They're from Detroit. They're from the D.
It does.
Okay. The last car is made out of Detroit now.
Hey,
there you
I
go.
learned some new things
Evil
here.
robot cars.
So now that we established Detroit is pimps, players, crackheads, prostitutes, drugs, STDs, he could be a superstar of that.
Yeah.
And Decepticons come from there. We're going to cover this. Okay, both guys are coming out for like 2 losses.
2 losses, yeah.
Felder was Barbosa, good fight. That spilled like he threw like 8,000 spinning shit and didn't get the job done, you know, but Barbosa's, you know, top of the line lightweight. Then he took a rebound fight, Ross Pearson, and didn't quite rebound. Lost another decision. And then Darren Cruikshank, who has he got? He got choked by James Krause. Which fight name don't make any sense to me. And then, who else did he lose to? Benil Dariush.
There you go.
And then he had a no contest with KJ Noon.
No,
Carl
KJ
James Noon. Yeah, so they both kind of slipping around here.
Yeah, they're slipping around, and this probably is a fight where both men's jobs are on the line. You know, the loser of this, it'll be 3 in a row. If you're Cruikshank, it'll be 3 in a row plus a no contest, so technically 3.5 in a row. So for either one of these guys, this could be their last stint, their last application, so to speak, to stay in the UFC. So the pressure's on both of these guys, and it's the main event of the prelim on Fight Pass. So that in itself, with having to try to get your first win, it's gonna be interesting to see how both of these guys come out and decide to perform, if they're gonna be willing to lay it all on the line.
Yeah, especially Cruikshank. You know, at least Felder had 2 fights that Dana White and Lorenzo and everybody expressed they liked. You know, they were close, competitive fights. But, you know, Cruikshank, first of all, I say I got Felder in this fight because Felder is just Irish, go forward, don't give a fuck. You know, 4-leaf clover, hope I don't get knocked out. I'm coming for you kind of attitude. And Cruikshank, you know, when you give him time to be flashy and everything, he looks good. But I notice when people put pressure on him, he falters. You know, it seems like he doesn't have he seems like the athlete that can fight, not the fighter. Like he doesn't have that heart. You know, he fought Benil, you know, who's not even known as a striker. That's a jiu-jitsu guy. And he got outstruck by him because Benil went forward. You know, he fought James Krause, who didn't give a damn, got choked. You know, I don't see him matching up well with a guy who got that same fighter's mentality like Felder. So I think his job is really on the line here, and I think that this might be it for him. What do you think? You gonna be by spinning shit or what?
Well, Cruikshank's good with the spinning shit too.
It's true. So it's gonna be like 2 little lizards just spinning.
Who knows? You never know.
Spinning is in, man. 2016, spinning is in.
I always loved spinning. I was ahead of the curve there, but I don't, you know, I think Cruikshank's sort of technically better, technically has more skills, but yeah, Felder's just scrappy, tough, you know, aggressive. Not taking anything away from his skill set, but yeah, I think unless Cruikshank can kind of like catch him with something crazy and put him away, I think over the long haul, I think Felder outgrinds him. So slight edge to Felder.
I Felder too.
I'm gonna go, just make it 3 in a row and go with Felder also.
Look at the Irish here. So who we got next? Tim Boach, the Barbarian, not Conan. Conan on that, he on a whole nother level. Versus Ed Short Fuse Herman. First of all, I want to say I've always been fascinated with the fact he has red hair and he's called Short Fuse. I just want to put that out
That was
there.
a pretty good nickname and a playoff and whatnot. This is Tim Boach moving back up to light heavyweight now after having some fights down at the middleweight division.
Oh, this is light heavyweight?
Yes, this is going to be at light
Oh, so
heavyweight.
Ed Herman moved up then too.
Yeah, so both men, you know, trying their luck in the 185 division. Not as much success as they would have hoped for. So now moving back up for this light heavyweight fight at 205. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes out. Bochek, we know that dude is just a machine. I mean, granted, I know Henderson put him out, but let's be honest. Henderson's got a right hand unlike anybody else we've ever seen in the sport. Other than that, though, he's a very tough fighter to put away. Comes forward, there's no quitting him. Even you guys, you should know Kami about that one. You can have him down, but he can still finish you even at the end. Ed Herman, another well-rounded guy, but in this one, honestly, I don't see how Ed Herman wins this outside of a flash punch or a kick that Boach just doesn't see coming. I really think that this is going to be Tim Boach really showing people that I may not make it to a title shot, but I'm a tough guy. Ain't no easy win.
Yeah, you know, the thing with Ed Herman is he needs to channel that ginger rage, and he just has not been able to. Like at his best, he just he short fused, man. It was an appropriate nickname. He fought aggressively. He got pissed off, like fought wild and aggressive, and you know that suited him. And in the last couple of years, he's just kind of, you know, he hits some resistance and he just kind of falters out. So maybe that's something to do with the weight cut being tough lately, and that's why he moved up. Who knows? But if the same Ed Herman who's been showing up the last few years shows up, I think Boach definitely takes it.
Oh yeah, you know, I actually think Ed Herman might get this one. You know, because he had that win against Rafael Natal, tough guy. You know, he had a decision loss to Thales Ledges, and Thales has been looking a lot better than he has in a while. You know, and the thing that, to me, it seemed that hurt him the most in those fights was his cardio. And maybe, you know, like Kalani said, maybe it's the weight cut. So maybe that's why he's going, because I didn't know this fight was at light heavyweight. Maybe that's why he's going back up, you know, because his cardio seemed to falter. Because if you remember, yeah, when he used to just be, he never was technical. You know, but he would just in your face, grind you, always had great ground and pound, great submission defense. And you know, I'm gonna go old school here. You youngins don't know about this, but you guys remember he fought Damian Maia and escaped submission after submission after submission before finally getting caught. Yeah. You know, he was just that tough dude doing that. You know, he had a few knockouts, just ugly punches with a ton of power. You know, he does need to channel that. And he always had good wrestling too when he used it. You know, old school Team Quest guy from old school days, my boy Benji Raddick. What's up, Benji? Where you at, baby? You know, he was up there and everybody. And I think going up in weight is going to help him here. And I actually think, you know, he's going to get the win. He has good underrated submission skills. Most of his wins are by submission if you followed him a long time. So I think that this, and when I look at their matches, both guys, he seemed more competitive and had the harder competition out of the two in their last. Though we did get caught by, what's his name, that damn fool, Derek Brunson, I believe it was, you know, caught him, but anybody can get caught. You know, it was like fast, so just like Butch got caught, so we'll see who rebounds better here, you know, so I got short fuse.
Okay, interesting.
the upset. For the upset. Channel that rage. Channel that rage. Who we got
Ginger
next?
rage.
Cote, Ben Saunders. You want to start this spiel?
You know, I always want to pick against Cote. I don't know why. He's just never impressed me.
It's because he's Canadian.
No, that's part of it. But he's that GSP Canadian type where he's like not really that exciting, yet he's not as good as GSP by any stretch. So I don't know. He's just always like everyone always hyped him up, and he never lived up to the hype. So, and I love Ben Saunders. He's fucking awesome. Great style. Really technical. He's crafty as hell on the ground. Decent stand up. Just a fun fighter to watch. So I'm gonna go with my heart and go with Killer B, Ben Saunders. May not be the odds favorite, probably not, but I'm still going with Killer B.
What say you?
I'm going with Patrick Cote. I think this is a good matchup. They're both
What are you,
well-
Canadian?
Nah, not a Canadian. True-blooded American here. But I think Corte, like you said, he never lived up to the hype. Going into the Anderson Silva match, he tore his knee up in that one, and we just never been able to bounce back correctly from there. But I think fighting at welterweight and having some time off from the UFC like he did previously, been able to come back, his refocus, I think with his striking. And one thing about Cote is he may not have a Dan Anderson right hand, but he's got very good power. And in that division, we've seen guys like Hendricks and Lawler really be able to put guys away with having very substantial power in their fists. And I think with Saunders, as good as he is, I think Cote is going to be able to maybe take him out with his punches on the feet and be able to land something. When you're wearing forearms gloves, you have some power there to go a long way. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the brother from up north. North is this way out there. So, anyways, I'm going
On the map.
I don't even know what the hell is that either.
Oh, well, I know it's north, but my geographical in here is, I'm going with Patrick Cote. How about that? Forget the door. I'm going with Patrick Cote.
I gotta go with Killer B. Always on the underground. Always on the underground. Always a supporter of me on the underground. I can't go against nobody that supports Fall Nation.
Fair enough.
He's always on there being like, man, I want to see you UFC. Oh, you got a fight coming up. Good luck. And now I'm part of 10th Planet, which you will be soon too. Yeah. And he's a 10th Planet guy. We gotta go with the new team.
I got that, but right now I'm still on the 11th planet. I'm working on that. But when I, get down and I'm at 10, I'll flip my pick.
Okay, that's fair enough. I gotta go. You know what? I just think that he's tall, rangy. He's learned how to use his length a little bit better over the years. Ground game is worlds beyond Patrick Cote's. And I think that where he will get him at, I think he'll get him in the clinch because his knees are just brutal. And Cote always has his damn head down, throwing that overhand, And as long as Killer B plays long, and either long or right in tight, Muay Thai clinch, I think that it should be easy. Granted, if he game plans right, but I think that he's more skilled and he's on a better run. His last fight, dude, he had that dude in, what was it, the triangle or the rubber guard, and just beat the fuck out that dude from rubber guard. I'm like, man.
Yeah, he does a lot. He's very active off his back.
Yeah, I wish I was flexible, man. I got like the leather guard, but.
Man, you got leather, man. I'm a steel guard or something. Just that's it.
So I'm going with Killer B.
Right
That's
on.
what I got to go with. UG.
Right on.
Underground. So that's what we're going with there. Next up,
Moving to the main card now.
Ross Pearson. Doesn't even have a real deal, huh? Fight name, Real Deal versus. I ain't even gonna say his real name. To me, he is just Masera Nduba. That's it. He's just Masera Nduba.
Francisco
Trinaldo. Yeah.
That means three
No, I just
Naldos.
like calling him Masera Nduba.
It's like combining Trinidad and Aldo.
He's not the binaldo, he's the trinaldo.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
One day he might be the quad Naldo.
Maybe. I don't know.
You know what? I just realized what he was doing there with the wordplay. That's why I was like, wait, what? I just figured out what you was doing there with the wordplay. Right
That's
on.
why they painted the big
This
bucks.
is an interesting match to me. We got counter grappler, boxer, versus brawler, wrestler guy. And if you look at Trinaldo, he's on like a 4-5 win streak. And, he beat Akbar Arreola, who is a guy tougher than most people give credit for. He beat Norman Park. God, just let me stop there. And then he beat Chad LaPriest and dominated him, finished him. And then if you look at Ross Pearson, since like 2014, he been alternating win-losses. Like he lost to Diego, lost to, who was it?
First off, he beat Diego. Let's understand something. He beat Diego.
True.
If he would have just screamed a little bit, pumped his chest, and yelled, he would have got the victory.
Yeah,
he beat Diego.
Yeah,
so
I clearly beat him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
I know. Be fair. I'm just speaking record-wise.
Record-wise, it says it's a loss, but technically
we know the truth.
won. Yeah.
We know the truth.
Technically,
Judges,
won.
we know the fucking
Yeah,
truth.
keep it trill.
There you go.
So, but he got stopped by Quinta, and then he beat Gray Maynard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Gray Maynard, but everybody is nowadays. It's not the same. It ain't the bully no more. Now he's just getting bullied, and who else? He had the Sam Stout fight, but Sam Stout.
We ain't got to go over his whole entire record and whatnot, but
but I'm just covering this for the people so they can see what they've been doing lately. He lost to my boy Dunham. So he's been going back and forth. I feel like Trinaldo has more momentum going for him. And the thing is, when I like to compare to Chad LaPriest and Ross Pearson, because Chad LaPriest to me is the more technical guy. He has better footwork, so he's harder to cut off, and he puts his punches together better than I think Ross Pearson does. So I think Ross Pearson has better power. I feel he's stiffer. And what I got out of that Chad LaPriest fight is, if he's able to cut off one of the most mobile guys and one of the most technical strikers in the lightweight division, to me personally, and get him down and dominate him like that. Not saying that it'd be the same with Pearson, because I feel Pearson's physically stronger, but I think he'll be able to get his hands on him sooner and be able to, and the process will be the same, except he has to wear him down. But I think it'll end up the same way as that fight. So I'm going with Monster and Duba in this one. Plus, he grew up hard, man. You know what I mean? I'm all about that, man.
Oh, we all get it.
He grew up hard. He just tried to feed his family. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
Pearson by TKO due to doctor stoppage in the third.
Damn.
Pearson-
Who told you that? Carlos B-Dog?
Gave the magical prediction there.
I know.
Pearson, second round TKO.
Alright, so there's two.
You're the odd man out.
I am, man. I'm getting all the underdogs to that. Now we got Travis Brown, Matt Mitrione.
Travis Brownie.
You the biggest guy here, so you start off with the heavyweights.
What that's supposed to mean? That's a bit unfair to say I'm the biggest guy here, because it's been unfair, man. Y'all are against big people. That's what it is, man. Y'all are racist toward big people.
I'm big now too, man. My belly, I ain't been training, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but you know what? Just like my shirt said,
Who you got?
big boys stick together. This right here is an interesting one, because Brownie, as we've seen, has tremendous knockout power and put guys away. We've also seen a couple times, though, you rock him on that beard, kind of stumble a little bit. Verdun, Overeem had him. Overeem just couldn't finish, but Overeem had him really on wobbly legs. And then we saw against Arlovsky, which is one of the greatest rounds of all time. So it's not like Brownie is it's not like Brownie can't be rocked or he can't be put away. And in the heavyweight division, again, 4-ounce gloves, and these are heavyweights. One punch from either one of these guys, lights is going out. For Matt Mitrione, he's a guy, obviously we know from the Ultimate Fighter Season 10, meathead, kind of a little slow. They showed him on the show, but he's shown in the cage, man. He is anything but. Now, granted, there's some inconsistency there, but he's also been a very tough outing for the majority of every fight that he's been at. But he always seems to be that one fight away from taking the next step. He'll put a couple wins together, get to fight, stumbles, then he's got to start all over. So for Mitrione, I think the motivation is there. I think the focus is there. He knows this is his chance to finally make a move in the heavyweight division, a division where you put 3, maybe 4 wins together, your name could automatically be in there for a title shot. So I think Mitrione's going to be focused for this one. Bronny is going to be interesting to see with Ronda Rousey now, with her losing and dealing with all that. How much is his focus going to be on the match? I got Mitrione in this one. Will it be a Bronny Arlovski first round slugfest? Who knows, man? Who knows? But I don't think Mitrione wants to get into that kind of a battle with him. But I think Mitrione will win. But I am kind of curious. I am kind of cautious. Mitrione might try to rush in a little bit to push the pace or to get closer. And Bronny, with them damn ham hocks he got for hands, might catch him with a hook or an uppercut and might put him down. But I'm gonna stick with Mitrione. But I would not be surprised if Bronny catches him with the counter coming in. But I got Mitrione taking this.
You know what? It's funny that I'm happy you touched on it first, because I have Travis Brown winning this fight, but the one concern of mine is Ronda Rousey, which a lot of people might not understand. But when you have a significant other that's that high profile going through the things she's going through right now, there's no way it's not affecting him too. You know, if you look even on, you look in the underground forum, MMA community, love you guys by the way, any of these forums, and you know, you look on even the websites, a lot of the Ronda Rousey articles have Travis Brown in them. Like people were saying like, oh, was she distracted by him? Is he distracted by, so even they're questioning. So he's getting a lot of heat for, he didn't even do anything. You know what I mean? He didn't even do anything.
But you know, that's what happens when you're both kind of know it's going to be, well, this and that. Yeah, you know.
So they're making him into the Yoko of the group.
So it's getting put, things are getting pushed onto him, and then he's probably trying to console her and, oh, don't listen to media. And this. So how much is he focused on her and trying to get her back to form, you know what I mean?
True.
And everything, and dealing with his own media shit that's coming to him through her, that the media's throwing on him. That's my one concern about him in this fight. So I feel like if that hasn't been distracting him, she's like, hey, don't worry about it, you got your own thing, let me be the good girlfriend, support you, I feel he's gonna take it. If not, Matt Mitrione, he always has been that one fight away, you know, and this will be when he crosses over that line. You know, if Travis Brown is even distracting the smallest, you know, in the least, Matt Mitrione, he'll capitalize on that, and I feel he'll get the win. But I think that, you know, Ronda being a competitor, she's probably being a good girlfriend, telling him to focus on his stuff. So I think he's gonna be focused as well and get the win, you know.
I don't understand Matt Mitrione. Like, I don't know how he's so good, how he wins some of the fights he wins. He just seems to like, he's not flashy, he's not like particularly, you know, and he's got some power, but he's not like someone you think of as like a big knockout punch guy. Not particularly great with footwork or jiu-jitsu, but somehow he just stays real calm in there and finds his moment, and he's able to win, and it's pretty impressive.
Well, Rashad did say the meat fell off the cracker when he was on Tough, so you know, crazy goes a long way.
Meat fell off the
That
cracker.
could
go a couple different ways.
If you were to ask him, he was sort of playing all that up as a shtick on the show and kind of trying to mess with people. So, which also makes me think, you know, maybe he's a craftier guy than people give him credit for. You know, so you combine that sort of crafty game plan where and just the calmness he brings into fights, and then balance that against Travis Brown, who for a while looked like was rocketing towards the top, and then just hit a whole bunch of speed bumps and got some road rash and fucked up his face, and his personal issues now and dealing with that. And it makes it really hard to pick which one's gonna play out. But since it's a prediction show, I'm gonna go with the old meathead.
You know, on top of
everybody is against me. I'm like the odd man out all.
Y'all was against me. That was against me on the previous fight. It was either the Bocek or the Felder fight, but y'all was against me. I didn't make a big deal about it. It's okay.
Yeah, we picked Saunders, and he was on.
There you go. Yeah, see, I picked up too. So it ain't all about you. But to play off of what you were saying about how Mitrione doesn't do nothing great, but he's able to keep calm and keep his composure and plus some of these wins. Great quote from the movie Unforgiven, terrific movie by the way, is Gene Hackman was saying, in a gunfight, it's not always the guy who's the fastest. It's not always the guy that shoot. It's the guy who's able to keep calm, keep his composure, because that's the guy that's going to shoot straight. You can be fast and you can rush in everything, and you're going to shoot 10 times in every which direction. But the guy who keeps his composure goes a little bit slower and points that one time shooting straight. That's going to be the bullet that lands. So when you were saying that, I was thinking that plays perfect into what Mitrione does. He doesn't do nothing great, but because he's able to keep himself controlled and able to not get sucked in by the moment, I think that really is what helps him achieve some of his victories.
Yeah, he's a sort of a workhorse of a fighter. Like, just manages to really, keep winning just by being unassuming and putting in hard work and being calm and collected in the cage.
But nobody could stop the Sith version of Ben Rothwell. I'm just putting that out there.
Well,
he's too powerful.
It is.
Where is he? Why aren't they giving him no fights?
He's taking on Barnett next.
He is?
He's taking on Barnett.
Oh, man, I want to see that. I'm a Barnett fan. And the Sith version of Ben Rothwell, I love him. You see, he choked Mitrione with a choke that made absolutely no goddamn sense. Now that I think about it, it was like a forced choke. It wasn't even a jiu-jitsu move, and he choked. I was like, the force is strong within this one.
Felt kind of bad picking against Brownie too, the Hawaiian. We got to stick together, but got to go with me there on this one.
Got to keep it real.
Got to.
What we got? We got Showtime Pettis. Eddie Alvarez. We already know I can never pick Showtime and nothing. I can't even be fair.
Technically, I can't either because there's a certain first lady out there that tends to like Pettis a little bit too much than they should. But got to be fair and impartial here on the show. But
I can't be. Ever since he tried to make me say Showtime, and Duke Rufus was like, man, it's just a joke, man. I can't do it. I can never pick him. But, first of all, who did he even fight last? Was it RDA?
RDA was his last fight, man.
That was a long time. Why is he fighting like once every decade?
Well, RDA busted, I'm not a doctor, but I didn't go to Harvard medical school, but didn't he break like an orbital bone?
Did he break his orbital?
I know he tore his ass up
with that left strip.
Yeah, he was So, no, I think that's what it was, is that he got injured in that fight from the first RDA left, and he just wasn't able to, so that's why he's been out for so long.
He is always out.
Yeah, that's another dude, man. He's kind of, I give him credit. Unlike a couple other fighters, Khabib, he does tend to fight every now and then, but you're right. You get one, if you're lucky, maybe two out of them a year, and then something comes up. So hopefully Pettis is healthy throughout this training camp.
Hey, hold on. Khabib was in there putting in work until his knee.
Khabib ain't fought since 1993.
No, Khabib ain't fought in like a year.
No, Khabib ain't fought since 93.
Yeah, his last fight was minimal, man.
He fought like a year. Pettis was fighting like once every year in the goddamn half and being on the front.
Khabib was on the undercard of Gracie Shamrock 1. Okay, okay. So let's not look.
Why you hating on the Daghestanis?
First off, I'm not hating on the Daghestanis, the Doctor Strange. I'm not hating on any of that. I'm just stating a fact. That dude needs to be in bubble wrap 24/7.
Hold on.
His bed.
If you feel that way, you gotta feel worse about Pettis. Pettis was fighting like once every goddamn year and a half.
Pettis fought
his knee broke like 4 times in a row. You remember when he had knee surgery?
He had knee surgery, but guess
what?
Pettis fought last year, lost to RDA. Before that, he fought in December. UFC 181 was in the house for that one. Thanks.
Who was that? Gil?
That was Gil.
When did he fight before that?
Then he fought Ben Henderson before that.
A while before that. It
was a while before he between the Henderson fight where he captured the title and the Gil fight. It was. But Khabib ain't fought since last time Khabib fought. Big John McCarthy wasn't even in the UFC yet.
We ain't gotta
look at Khabib. He's not even on this right now.
I gotta look at some of this stuff.
Spill. Why don't you chime in on this between Pettis and Mr. Eddie Alvarez himself?
I want to say Showtime, but when a guy is like that, you never know if he's coming back 100%. And
Yeah.
granted, if he's staying out that long, he obviously doesn't screw around and fight injured, so he probably is, pretty healthy. I don't know. I just think Pettis is a tough matchup for Alvarez.
Hold on. We gotta stop right here.
Here we go.
We gotta
It's
stop.
just damned.
Okay. Let's do it.
So he fought. If we go back 2000.
Franklin.
No, hold on. Let's look at his UFC career. December 16th.
Where you at?
Right
You
here.
You going to his debut?
Yeah,
Okay.
2010.
That's December.
Wait, hold on. That wasn't even. Hold on. It's Clay Guida. June 4th, 2011. October 8th, 2011.
Then that's not right there.
Okay.
That's one.
Hold on. Look. Then he don't fight again
Till February.
February 26th,
That's not
2012.
long. That's not long.
Then January 26th, 2013.
He was injured. Remember, he was injured.
Then August 31st, 2013.
Still in the same year. Not that long. 7 months.
Then December 6th, 2014.
Was over a year and a half. He was injured again.
March 14th, 2015.
Not that long of a layoff. So
Now,
outside of
let's
the
look
one
at
big
compare.
layoff, August 13 to December 14, really hasn't had that long of a layoff.
Okay, let's go through Khabib.
Mhm.
January 20, 2012. July 7th, 2012. January 19th, 2013. May 25th, 2013. September 21st, 2013. April 19th, 2014.
April, and it's 2016 now.
So he about to have a year, just
Dude,
like
there's not even
over a year.
There's not even a timetable for Khabib to return. He might be out for 2 full years.
Maybe.
Exactly.
But they both have had their times off.
Pettis has only had one. Khabib is in fact, Khabib
This
was
is his
supposed
only one off right here.
No, Khabib
This
was
is
supposed
his
to be
only one off.
Khabib was supposed to be in 2 or 3 other matches, and he got injured. Pettis was gone the entire time without any matches scheduled because of the surgery. So that's different.
He had matches scheduled. He was supposed to.
No, he was injured and he was off, and they said no, he's got surgery.
No, he was
for
getting
that.
his knee hurt. He got his knee hurt when he had matches coming up before.
He only had one match
Judo.
ever to play. Judo, that's the ultimate sham right there. I win. We're leaving Khabib in the dust here, and we're going to
Future
Showtime.
UFC lightweight champ.
Former UFC lightweight champ. How about that? Forget if you ain't done it yet. We don't know. But Pettis is one of the most versatile strikers in all of MMA.
Where the rest of his game at though?
In the words
What the rest of his
the guy Forrest Griffin's buddy there.
Stephen Bonner?
Yeah, Stephen Bonner. Oh my God, he ran up the wall like a ninja!
That was one of the best.
I'm waiting.
on that
Where is the
whatsoever.
rest of his game at?
Hold on.
Is this
Who's
the
he
same
fight-
Pettis
who's he fighting
that
now?
got beat by 145 Clay Guida? The same Pettis who
Yeah, but
only has an arm bar and a
he's short up
set
his
up.
wrestling defense after that fight.
He really did, because Gil barely was able to take